And welcome back to Sports Overtime. As always, Jane Bos, Preps editor from the Grand Rapids Press, joining us to talk a little high school football. Obviously, some great games on tap this week, and the biggest game this week is what seems to be the biggest game all week, Lowell and East Grand Rapids.
Well, here it is again. The #1 ranked team in the state in Division II against the #1 ranked team in the state in Division III. They're both in the same conference. They're 14 miles apart. It's East Grand Rapids and Lowell. It does not get any better than this.
Yeah, two schools which obviously perennially battle for state championships. And I know you're doing some research for stories you're doing to the press. Teams that have just dominated the OK White.
Well, since 2000, they played each other 11 times, and East has won by a margin of 6-5. No one else has won this conference outright since 1998 besides them, and that's when Hudsonville won in 1998.
That probably continues, obviously. Now, tell me first and foremost why East Grand Rapids can win this game.
Well, East Grand Rapids is a great, experienced team. They have a really solid tight ends, they have a good running game, they have a strong defense, and they're playing at home, which gives whoever wins this game a huge edge.
How about for Lowell? Noel Dean taking him on the road. How do they win then?
Well, they do have a young quarterback, but he is, 7-0 right now and playing great. They have a great defense, and they have a great running game too in Austin Graham. They both are well coached, they both have great followings, they're both good programs. What's the difference here?
Well, obviously those are the two schools that lead Jane's poll in the top 10. Let's give you a look at the top 5 in her top 10 from the Grand Rapids Press this week, and it is East Grand Rapids on top at 7-0, followed by Lowell. Then you have Rockford out of the red, also 7-0. Hamilton, which has a big game against Holland Christian this week, and then West Catholic also facing Coopersville. First of all, talk about that, the Hamilton-Holland Christian game. Big test?
Well, Holland Christian lost last week for the first time. First time since 2007 they lost. And it's a big loss, 44-22 to Zeeland East. Hamilton's coming in really strong. So right now Hamilton is the favorite team, but Holland Christian can bounce back and they could win. This is going to be a tough game in the OK Green. Whoever wins this will most likely will win a share of the OK Green.
We talk about conference battles. How about West Catholic, the Coopersville game?
Well, last year everyone was surprised when West Catholic dominated Coopersville so much, but Coopersville is going to be coming in a little smarter, a little stronger this year. I think they played West once. They know what they're doing. And Coopersville always starts out slow. They lose their first 2-3 of the game, and then they go all the way to the state finals. So they're 5-2 right now. I think Coopersville is going to do great against them. It's going to be a fun matchup.
And all unbeaten's at 7-0, obviously in the top 5. Let's give you a look at teams 6 through 10, and you have some there that have clinched playoff spots. Grand Haven did so. They'll face Grandville this weekend. Their 6th win gets them in. Kennewaw Hills also in at 6-1. Then you've got Kellogg'sville still unbeaten. Caledonia, which has really turned its season around, and Byron Center. Let's take you back up to number 7. Kennewaw Hills, huge game with Allendale this week.
Kellogg'sville's playing Allendale this week. It's going to be a really good game. Kellogg'sville's unbeaten. Allendale has lost, but not in the conference. So right now the OK Silver's up for grabs. Kellogg'sville's playing great. They have a running back in Chris Brown who does a great job. I think it'll be a fun matchup to watch. And Allendale has not lost that conference for more than a decade.
Right.
So there's a lot in line right now for the Falcons.
Caledonia, I had a chance to see the Caledonia-Ottawa Hills game, and really they just dominated the line of scrimmage against Ottawa Hills. That surprised me. Did that surprise you? And talk about Caledonia saving its season, really turning things around and out 5-2.
Well, Caledonia's back in the top 10 because it's what have you done for me lately, and they've done a lot lately. I saw Ottawa Hills play Forest Hills Eastern 2 weeks ago, and Forest Hills Eastern was a great team, but Ottawa Hills dominated the line, and now you tell me that Caledonia dominated them? I don't know.
Yep.
Something's happening there. Caledonia's a good team, good quarterback, good Matt Russo and a receiver. I think they're a good team.
They put up dominant performance. And then Byron Center, rounding out your top 10 at 6-1. The one loss only to Hamilton. Legitimate team.
Well, I had to put Byron Center in there. They've been playing such a great year all year, and I think they deserve to get some mention.
All right. Jane, of course, will have coverage with us here on Sports Overtime, but where will you be this week as far as for the press?
I'm going to go to East Grand Rapids Lowell.
Okay, of course. Big game there, and you can read it with Jane on who'stheboss.com. Of course, at the Grand Rapids Press as well. Thanks, Jane.